Tonight, I used a filter tonight on TikTok. So it's on purpose because I want
Yeah.
to keep my face this natural fake glow, like I've been out tanning, because I have a feeling it may get a little red tonight. Tonight's topic, we are calling tonight Intimacy in the Chronic Community Part 2. And
Yes.
if you were here for the first one, it was really good. And
It was
then
so good.
I think we all got a lot out of it. I think we all at least got some frustrations out of it. We all laughed a lot, and towards the end, it got a little. That's just what we're going to say. And so
It's going to be
tonight,
a lot.
I know that Miss Amy, and be nice because I have my wand tonight.
Whoa,
Miss Amy has been
that was strong.
researching like a mofo tonight to discuss intimacy in the invisible community. Um, I was included on the text chain, and I'm afraid to read it. Let's put it that way. So it's a big deal. It's a big deal. Our diagnosis have taken so much from us, right? And one of the things that is taken from us that never gets really any light of day is the intimacy between us and our spouse or our partner. And
Hmm. Yeah.
it never really gets brought up. And if you guys have been around Invisible for a little while, you know that Amy and I are not shy about bringing up topics that need the light of day. Um,
Never.
we're all adults. We all have yeah. So there's nothing to be ashamed of. It's all about growing and getting better and sharing experiences so we can be better.
Yeah.
And well, intimacy is part of it. So
Absolutely.
I will be deferring to the research analyst for tonight, which was Amy, and she put a lot of research together. I want to say I believe I know some of the people that were involved in the research, but I'm going to let them voluntarily share that if they want to. Um, so I do know one person who's completely innocent tonight, and that's all I'll say.
There you go.
Yeah, because they're not here, so I
But
can't rag on them.
that's right. We can't bring them in because they're not here.
That's right.
That's right. It was nothing. Like we didn't even go into anything last time. I feel like
Well, then start.
so.
Tell us where we're starting at tonight, Miss Amy. Why
Well,
is it?
great. Miss Sarah, you just ask your question, please. I would love to hear your question. So while if you have any questions, get them ready. But just to preface, we talked about intimacy last time, and last time we talked about like all the different types of intimacy, and like there was, a whole bunch of ones. But some of you guys have wanted to kind of focus on more of the intimacy, the physical or the emotional. So that's kind of what we're going to hit on tonight. And I'm going to kind of leave it to let you guys steer the conversation here. If you guys have questions, please put them in the comments because we would love to answer them. I can share my take on it, and then all you guys can also kind of comment and share in your takes and what you guys experience. And so, yeah, I'm going to let you guys kind of control the boat tonight and what you guys want to know or what you guys want to talk about. That's what we're going to do. So, how deep you want to go, that's how far we're going to go. And if you want to get far and crazy, let's just, I said in the group message tonight, I was like, TMI, what is TMI? I want all the information. I want to know everything all the time. So, there is TMI here. So, if you're a little shy,
That's
get
okay.
unshy.
I love this.
That's okay. You don't have to share, but we are.
Kelsey said it's definitely hard when you're single. Wish I was involved in your research. Kelsey, I can sell you. There were a minimum of 80 some odd text messages in this text chain. I will sell those for folks who don't want to do the research. They want the research provided for them. I have those. I'm afraid to go through them and read them. I've decided I'm not going to go through them and read them. So,
They were pretty
um,
tame for the most part. They were very tame.
I
But
don't know.
also, Kelsey, if you are also willing to share, I know I personally would love to hear, some people from the single aspect because I'm married, so I can only kind of give you, like, I had some dating history, obviously being chronically ill, but I feel like it's very much changed even in the last decade. So if you want to give some single advice or single experience, we would love to hear that as well. So if you ever want to pop in, you just let me know, girl.
I'm sorry.
Okay, so
I'm turning on the air conditioner, turning it lower. So, because
so you don't
I think I'm gonna need it. I really do.
no, no. Okay, so I guess to get things kicked off here, we talked about a little bit the emotional toll of intimacy when you're chronically ill and kind of the emotional toll it takes on you. And I think for a lot of us, that emotional toll can be, kind of loss of identity, especially if you were dating somebody or married for a period of time or were healthy for a period of time and then became sick. I think we all kind of deal with the loss of identity. But also, I think something that we touched on a lot, and I've touched on with a lot of other people too, is your self image and your body issues, and how, for a lot of us, weight gain or weight loss, like we fluctuate a lot. And sometimes, we get frustrated and maybe we don't feel as attractive or we don't feel like we look our best. And that can put a damper on us wanting to be intimate with somebody and, that toll it takes on you. And I mean, I can't speak for everybody's spouse or partner or whatever, but I think a lot of that comes from us, and our partner would probably like disagree and be like, no, like you're absolutely beautiful, like, but I think that self-image and that body can be difficult, especially if you've had surgeries and you have scars or, implants and things like that. It kind of messes you up. And I think for women, we deal with a lot of body image issues anyway. And this kind of on top of it, I feel like just is a whammy on top of a whammy on top of whammy.
Yeah.
Yeah, Adjo, you're absolutely right. It feels like a lot. It feels a lot like rejection when you get sick in a relationship. Absolutely. Yeah, and I think that's another thing that so many of us deal with is like the rejection part. And, people, I mean, even in the dating world, and somebody, if you're single and out there dating, please chime in on any of this. But I remember when I was dating in the dating world, like the moment I mentioned any health issues, they were like, "Oh, well, I don't want to take care of you. I don't want to be left taking care of somebody. I'm not a
Right.
caretaker. I don't do that." And it's like, well, okay, you just rejected me off of like one little thing. And that's hard hearing that rejection, especially if you're like with somebody you love or if you're trying to find somebody. Like rejection's never easy no matter where you're at in life. Like it's hard no
No.
matter what.
No. Mm-mm.
Yeah.
And I think part of it, um, at least for the male side, kind of defend us real quick. I try to.
Please do. Yeah.
At time, opioids are a natural. Um, well, you have Viagra to help with the stuff. Opioids
Right.
do the exact opposite. They kill the libido in men, and
Yeah.
so it's a mixed sword. If I don't take them, I'm going to hurt, and that's the last thing that's really going to be on my mind when I'm hurting really bad. But if I take them, it's driving
Hmm.
it down by itself, and so it's difficult. I almost
Hmm.
said it's hard. It's difficult.
I need like a
uh,
little,
yeah, we need that, don't we?
yeah.
So
I
you
get a
know,
lot of
it.
those tonight, I feel like.
So I think you have to get creative and think outside the box, right? And
Yes.
um, and go from that angle. So that's just my two
Hmm.
cents worth from
No,
a male's
absolutely.
point of view.
Yeah.
So and
Yeah.
I don't, and it's
Any comments?
you know our illnesses at times define us, no matter how hard we try not to let it define us. And when we get rejected because of our illness or our diagnosis, it's like a major league blow. And
Hmm.
so it's Zebra just said we were mostly trying to survive, never mind the intimacy, right? And that's tough. It is, because
Mm-hmm.
that really is. We mainly focus on getting through the day, if not the next hour, right?
Yeah.
And we
Yeah.
spend so much time and energy trying to do that in positive ways. What's left, right? So, but we have
Mm-hmm.
to try to figure out ways, whether it's the Ace Hardware Man or Flow, right? Flow from Progressive.
That's
Um,
right.
I think we need to get creative
Mm-hmm.
and kind of go from there. So just again,
Yeah.
just my 2 cents. I wasn't part of
No,
the conversation today. I'm
I
just
love
throwing
it.
that in.
No, I love it. And that's the whole thing about tonight was just I wanting it to be like a conversation with everybody in the comments and with you throwing stuff in because I think there are so many sides to it. And I was talking to somebody earlier tonight and um she was single and I said, I can give all the advice that I can give in the world and I can give my experience or whatever. I said, but I'm coming from a married person and I was asking her questions and I was like, I don't know. Like, yes, I dated, but I wasn't a serial dater because of the rejection that I would get. And it was always hard to bring up my illness to people and I didn't want to get rejected. So I didn't always put myself out there. And so just having your advice or your experience, I think is so important. And having people who have been married for 50 years or who are divorced or whatever, just hearing all of these different experiences, but then also knowing that we all have the same fears and we all kind of have the same struggles along, no matter what our situation is, we all want to feel accepted. We don't want to be rejected. We all kind of have body image issues when it comes to things. And we don't want to feel like a burden to our partners, but we still kind of do sometimes. And knowing that this is all kind of a universal thing that we're all struggling with, there's
Well,
no need to be ashamed of any of it because we're all going through it.
can I ask a guy question?
Yeah,
Okay.
absolutely.
So the guy question is, and I saw this in a comment earlier, that it's that a lot of ladies have like a body image type issue that they deal with, right? Um,
Yeah.
I can't imagine that because I don't give a shit. I really don't give a shit. I don't give a shit about a lot of
Yeah.
stuff. That's just my personality. I mean, I'm very passionate about a lot of things in life. I do give shits, but about, my body, if I'm 10 pounds overweight, I could care less. Um, but I can't imagine. Can you describe what it's like to have that body conscious part along with the diagnosis part? That's like, to me, that seems like a double whammy, when it comes to the mind screw that could be going on inside somebody's head. So what
Oh,
could
yeah.
maybe suggest what could we tell our spouse? What does what t- if you could tell a dude, and y'all in your comments throw this in here. What
Yeah.
could you if you could tell your dude something to help alleviate the body conscious as well as the diagnosis conscious? What would it be?
Yeah.
Because you know, um, I think we want to be better. I think in general, dudes want to be better. Um,
Yeah.
but we don't know where to start at times with it. I'm not saying we don't know where to start with the sexy time stuff. I mean, we don't know where to start with the mental side of the combination of body conscious being weighted down with the diagnosis problem. Does that make any
Yeah.
sense?
No, absolutely. And I think, this comment is perfect. Miss Time Zebra. She said, I gained 35 pounds on meds. My husband never said a word. It's on me. I think that describes me, and I feel like so many other people too. Like, I just even in my relationship with my husband, I have gained weight, lost weight. I mean, even in the past 2.5 years, I lost like 70 pounds and now I've gained like 30 of them back. And it's just a roller coaster. And through all of it, I have gotten comments from everybody else in my life except my husband. He's never once, when I lost weight, never said, "Oh my gosh, you look so great. You look amazing." Or when I was gaining weight, "Oh, that are those clothes a little tight?" Like he was the one person in my life who never mentioned it. He continued to always just compliment other things about me, which is something that I am the word. I don't take compliments very well or like at all. I feel I'm the most awkward person when it comes to compliments. Somebody will say something and I'll be like, "Oh no, you're stupid. You don't mean that." I just can't take compliments. And he knows that. And so he has other ways to do that. And I think that's something that I love about him is that he doesn't make compliments about that because he knows. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm running in circles here.
No, I think
But
so.
like finding other things to compliment them on, or you know, if you know that your spouse or your partner has a certain issue, like don't bring it up because let me tell you, like we're fighting that body image, and we don't need another voice on the outside saying anything. And so he knows that I have that in me, and he just never brought it up. And I love that Zebra, she said he never brought it up. And I think that is, at least for me, and obviously it's probably different for every single person on how you want to be complimented or how you like to handle things. But for me, that has helped so much, is to not have another voice in my house talking about the weight or the body image issues or the roles or whatever. That's not talked about. And I think that helps a lot.
Can I give you a suggestion about something not to tell your if you're a lady and your partner your dude has the diagnosis?
Okay.
Don't remind him that he forgot to take the trash out.
Okay.
Or if he goes somewhere and he goes to work and he comes home and he's beat up, when he walks in, don't say, "Hey, the dishwasher's on the fritz again." Don't let that be the first words. Just don't,
Yeah,
please, because
that's true.
he could be
Yeah.
fighting 10,000 demons, but really ready to be home and to see you. And the first thing he gets when he walks in the door is, "You forgot the trash last night," or "You forgot to take the trash out this morning. I had to do it." It
Yeah.
gets it beats us. It beats us. You know. Um,
Hmm.
Not that I would ever
But yeah.
forget to take the trash out. I would never forget to
You're
take the
perfect.
trash
What are
out.
you
I
talking
am
about?
fucking perfect. And we don't have a dishwasher, so I don't have to worry about it being broken. Well, Valerie right
Yeah.
now is doing the dishes. I will admit that. But I did do dishes for a while, and it sucks. Anyway, I think she got
Dishes.
tired of. I think she got tired of having to wait 6 weeks to get a clean plate. So that's why she took dishes back.
What a
So
plate.
um,
Um,
God, this is the sad.
yeah. Elise, you're
So
absolutely right. Home is supposed to be a safe place for everything. And I think
yeah,
I think that goes both ways for what you were saying, Keith. I mean, we just, with whoever is dealing with anything, even if you are the one with the illness or the disability, like your partner, your spouse, like they're probably carrying a big load on the house, just because they're your caretaker, but also because they're doing a lot. And I think just being mindful of, you know, what did somebody told me once long ago, like marriage advice was nobody wants to have sex with somebody who's nagging them. And I was like, true, and I think that's always kind of been in the back of my mind to, you have to foster some type of intimacy. And I need to grab my notes from last time of all the different types of intimacy, but it's like you have to foster all of them continuously. And if you're just constantly being negative or picking at somebody or doing whatever, like you're not going to get to the physical part, because why would you want to be intimate with somebody who's nagging you all the time or who is constantly talking about your flaws or whatever? Um, so I think that's just like a good thing to just remember for anybody.
yeah. I think you should put that
Definitely.
on. I think you should open an Etsy shop and sell T-shirts and bumper stickers that say that. I think
I
that.
get that's not exactly what she told me, but it
Yeah,
was like some cute little saying that like something about that. And I was like, I mean, she's not wrong. She's not wrong,
yeah.
but you know,
No, Ricky. Yes, you're
uh,
supposed to be tapping. Tap that screen. Tap it. Tap it. Tap it. Tap it. Tap it. Please. We're at 18, but we need to get closer to 50. So that would be awesome.
oh, damn.
Um, so I haven't blushed yet. I'm surprised.
We haven't really gotten that far into it yet.
You know.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
so I mean, there are the different levels of intimacy, right? But we
Right.
are trying to focus on the physical aspects of it. Um,
Yes.
Ritter, I think it was, said something about body pillows hanging from the ceiling. Unfortunately, in our fifth wheel, if I hang anything from the ceiling, it's going to collapse. Okay, that one that would be out for us. Um,
Yeah.
though it sounds like fun. We have a lot of trees outside. I guess
Wow.
we could possibly involve that. Um,
Like we said earlier, you got to think outside of the box. You got
but
to.
but then with my luck, the steer would show up out back, and then we'd have an audience, and then I had to perform for the audience, and
See,
and and
yeah.
and, and
Can't do that.
performance anxiety with a
Nope.
steer, which could crush me in a heartbeat, would be
Wow.
terrible. You know,
No.
um, so I don't think that would be a good thing for me. That's just personal,
No,
just
can't do
personal.
that.
Some people may enjoy a
Tarzan.
crowd. You know.
That's amazing. Speaking of an audience,
No,
we
no.
we just we just had this conversation. We just had this conversation 2 days ago. I okay, people with pets. I don't know how you do it. I that is like that's a hard task. If there's a dog in the room, that's not like no, I can't. I don't understand how people with pets do that. Like I just don't get it. I'm like, I don't need an audience. Thank you very much, sir. And he's like, oh, he'll be outside. And I'm like, but he's standing at the door. I, how, what? No, I can't do that. Sorry. Like, I just don't, I don't know how you do it. I don't know how you people do it who have dogs 24/7. Genuinely.
Zebra.
You
That
kick
yeah,
them out?
that zebra.
Yes, I know, but,
Yeah, zebra. That cold nose
can't
out of
do that.
nowhere would be a shock. It would definitely be a shock. You know,
Thank
um,
you. Yes.
but
Nobody's in the room.
we've
See, okay, at
always
least I'm not alone.
we've. Wait a minute. Sarah said Walt needs no encouragement. I don't want to know what you mean by that. Um, excuse me. We've
Yes.
always had dogs. We've always had dogs, and it's never been an issue. And all of our dogs sleep in bed. They always know they always are in bed at night. At one
Yes.
point, we had seven dogs in bed with us, right? But you
Who's
just
an
kick them
audience
off.
at that point?
You just kick them off. And and then at worst case scenario, if you're planning in advance, Benadryl, slide a little Benadryl in with the slice of cheese, and they go to sleep. And then the next day they look at you like, I know what you did last night. I know what you did,
Oh
and you go
my God.
and you just go prove it. You know,
Yes.
um, that's just
Yes.
you know, um,
Yes. Yeah,
they're
Nene. See, that would be that's what I would be worried about. She tries to protect me from him attacking. That's what I would be afraid of. I'm like, I don't need them because like anytime, and again, like we don't have a dog of our own, but we dog sit like often. We usually have a dog here at all times. And certain dogs, like if Zach just comes over to kiss me or hug me, like they are up in our business. And I'm like, could you imagine? I'm like, no. And he's like, oh, it's fine. They'll be out of the room. I'm like, yeah, but they're standing at the door. I'm like, I can't be pressured. This is too much pressure. And I don't want an audience. I don't need eyes on me. Like,
uh,
it is a hard stop for me. I can't do it.
Kelsey. I feel sorry for Bo. Kelsey said goes in the crate with the blanket over it. What is he not 18, or are you like us? Are the dogs like
He's
kids?
scared.
You know, I mean,
He's scared.
can't let the kids see this, right?
Oh my
Or he's
gosh.
not 18. Tara, it's not the animals. Am I alone? I get that. I understand that part of it, but for me, it's the steer. I understand that part of it.
Yeah.
That could be, yeah. You know.
Yeah.
Um, wait a minute.
Well, Zebra, you found us on a good night this time, Zebra. We're
uh,
getting all sorts of topics.
I mean, and then we have Advo bragging about getting caught in a seminary. You get caught in a seminary. Oh my goodness! I am definitely not going to go through that text chain you guys had gone.
I was gonna say
Um,
maybe we need to re-up this text message chain. Like I need to know TMI, no such thing. Tell me all the information. I want to
uh,
know.
That was like in high school. I mean, cops knocking on your
The
window at
more the
inappropriate
merrier.
times. You know, that's just a nightmare.
Oh my God.
Um,
Yeah.
mhm.
Yeah. So at least I'm not alone because yeah, this weekend I was like, sir, no, there's a dog here. What do you think is happening right now? Like this is a hard stop. And literally I informed him, I was like, we'll be without a dog in 2 days. And he was like, yeah, I can't promise anything then. I was like, okay, well, it's a hard pass for me if there's a dog looking at me. So we're gonna
You
say
don't
it's a no go.
give them a rawhide. Give them a rawhide and toss them like a bone. Literally, toss them a bone to go chew on for I don't know, an hour and a half, 2 hours, and you get a little.
Oh my gosh.
Dream
What,
big, baby. Dream
what
big.
show do you think this is? You
Just
think I
dream.
have 2 hours with me?
Her
That's a
husband or the dog. I don't know. I don't know, but I can't answer that question, Zero. Um, but I mean, you keep them preoccupied, and they could care less. They could care
that is
less,
that is probably true.
except for when they think you're
I
getting hurt,
know.
and then
Right,
it's
Kelsey?
bad.
2 hours?
You know. Um,
But
yeah.
actually, that leads us into
No,
something
Lord.
else that we were talking about. 2 hours, no way. Is the
Hang on. Forky brings up a great point. Dogs won't usually follow you in the shower. There you go.
the shower? How young do you think I am? Oh my word.
Anyway, I'm sorry to break your train of
I
thought.
am
Go
at
ahead.
least.
Ah,
Can you imagine me in my shower chair? Let's go in, honey. Got my shower chair and my what's that called? The removable head thing?
shower head.
Oh yeah. God.
You guys are you guys are
Exactly, Erica. That was something that happened in our 20s, not now. Jeez.
feel
Showers
sorry.
are too much. But
For
anyway, so
I
we
feel
were
sorry
talking
for
about
Barb. Just walked
um
in and says hi, and she hears about you and a shower chair and a removable shower head. That's a hell of a way to say hey.
welcome. Welcome to our live. We are getting down and dirty here, talking all the things. Um, but anyway, okay, so we were talking about the aftermath of after being intimate and how, you know, some of us had different experiences, let's say. So obviously when you're intimate, you get the endorphins, you get the happy endorphins, usually you get like a decrease in pain. For a lot of us, the endorphins take away the pain for a while. But we were talking about how the next day, does that throw you into a flare? Do you have more pain or like not necessarily thrown into a flare, but you have an increase in symptoms? Or kind of like where do you stand the day after? And I had this conversation, we had it in the group message, and then I asked somebody else, and her and I had two very different answers. So that's why I'm interested to hear about what you guys say. Because for me, great. The night of, great. Feel great. The next day, every muscle in my body feels like I just did the most insane workout. I have increased pain, but it doesn't throw me into a flare. It just for about 24, 36 hours, I have increased pain and then I'm fine. But for her, she said she feels horrible afterwards and the next day she'll feel better. And so, for her, it just, we kind of time it differently. So obviously, I'm not, if not that we plan it, some people do, that's a whole other topic as well. But knowing that hopefully the next day, I'm not going to have a whole big day planned and have all these things to do because chances are I'm probably going to be in a little bit more pain the next day. So it was just interesting to hear how we had two very like different outcomes.
It seems to be
Erica?
like running the gamut in the
Yeah,
comments that some are trash the next day, some are down the
walking
next
funny.
day. Like Sarah said, it takes her down physically, but it boosts the mental health. Um,
Absolutely.
here's the thing. Um,
Mhm.
my opinion is make the memories, burn what you have to burn to make the memories,
Yeah.
y'all. That is what I would say, regardless of if it's gonna go see the grandkids or gonna go to the moon. I mean, make or burn what you have to make the memories. And at least if it does cause a flare the next day, at least you know why, right? We're not stuck with what the hell did
It's
I do
true.
wrong? What did I do this time that
Usually it's
my
worth it.
body is killing me? Oh,
Yes.
yeah, well, yeah, okay, yeah, all right, okay, yeah, that's why. At least we know why, right? If we're suffering. So,
Right.
I mean, make the fucking, I almost said make the fucking memories, but that really is what I'm saying. You
But I'm
know,
pumped.
but that's twice tonight, right? Um, but yeah, I
Yes.
mean, make the memories. Do what you can to make the memories, and worry about the
Yes.
prices, the consequences on that one later. That's just one man's opinion on that. I
Absolutely.
we we most of us flare because the dog farted, and that throws us into a flare, right? At least it's something positive that got us to where we are, and
Yes.
yeah, yeah. That's just me. That's just me, in
Yeah.
my opinion.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah. I mean, and like you said, it's like so many things can throw us into a flare and do throw us into a flare. So, I mean, might as well have fun going into a flare or, might have make some memories or have a funny story later, at least it was worth it. I think that's a lot of the times that's kind of how I feel. And even sometimes, for a lot of the people who like I feel the endorphins help me the night of. A couple people I talked to, the endorphins help them the next day. But I also think sometimes that's like a reason to do it, if like you're having a really bad day and
yeah,
you just want that rush of the endorphins to feel better, like that's also, it's for medical reasons, honey. This is what my doctor
it's from
prescribed us to do this to release the endorphins so that I would feel better. It's doctor's orders.
it's for
So,
medical
and
reasons.
also, I will Advo's comment. A dear friend of ours who shall not be named may or may not have said that sex increases your immune system. I don't know if that's true, but we're going to go with it is because I'm now using that all the time. I know you don't want to, honey, but it's for our immune system. Okay, it's flu season. We need to boost the immune system. It's time. So I'm using
That's
that.
not that's
So
not
thank you.
that's not the type of shot your doctor was talking about for the flu season. Okay, it's not the injection he meant. It comes in a
Is that
syringe.
true?
You
I
know,
don't know. It could be completely made up, but I'm using it.
it's
I will take it. I'll take all the fake news. It's fine.
and we a lot of us, myself included, find different ways to disassociate, right? To check out for a while.
There you
And
go.
what better way to check out for a couple of hours to forget about everything and
Oh wow. We
than
need to check that
that.
out.
No, I'm just saying. I mean, go big, plan big, and it may be 2 minutes, but plan big, you know, plan big. So,
I agree,
um,
Ed, though it's a good substitute for the flu shot. Oh, look at all the fun things.
you
If
know,
you don't want to get the flu shot, it's for science, it's for health. We're just doing what we need to do
it's
over
for
here.
science, it's for health.
I know,
At
Forky.
least,
Keith, can you
at
just like
least,
record a message so we can send to all of our husbands?
at least if it sends you to the ER, you have another reason besides saying that I'm in pain because of this. You have an interesting story, and maybe they'll actually help once, right? Instead of just
That is
saying we don't treat pain here. You know, maybe that's some a coaching thing I need to start telling people when they're worried about going to the ER. Tell them you got hurt having sex,
true.
and it sent you in a flare,
Yeah.
and you go from there. So maybe, maybe,
And I feel like these ER docs hear a lot of really good stories. So, like, wouldn't you love to be the person that gives them that fun story? I think it'd be Erica, that's so funny. My husband has done the same thing. So Erica and I, we both have our heart rate band, and the first, shortly after I got it, like we were using it, and I was like always telling him my heart rate, and so it was like a month after I'd got it, like after we had done the deed, he was like, how far did your heart rate get up? And I was like, oh, I don't know. So I looked and I told him, and he was like, oh, dang, that's high. And I was like, yeah, okay. A week later, he was like, I think we can beat it. And I was like, beat what? And he was like, your heart rate. And I was like, sir, this is not a game. First of all, we do not, how high do you want my heart rate to go? You could kill me, first of all. And second of all, this is not a fun game. No, sir. So he thinks it's a game. It's not.
But see, that works. That works. You give us a challenge. You give us a game that we have to complete, right? And it gives us a secondary goal at all of it. And we are going
Yeah.
to be like, we're going to like do whatever we can to win that game, to hit that goal and go, yeah. So, I
I don't
mean,
think you win anything. Yeah.
no, you would win.
But dying, maybe
No,
having a heart attack.
don't do the heart rate. Choose something different, right? I mean, choose something different. I mean, you have POTS and you've given me like horrendous, like your blood, like heart rate's gone like 170. Don't do that, please. We don't need you trying to break 200. We need find a different type of goal, you know.
Yeah. Men
Um,
do need a goal. I know. I did tell him one time I it was on the charger, and the charger's like right, it's on his side of the bed, and he like grabbed it and he goes, here you go. And I was like, oh, it's not done charging. He was like, I know. And I was like, we're not playing games, sir. I'm like, leave it on the charger. We're fine. So he does think it's a game. He thinks it's funny, which, I guess whatever amuses you these days. But yeah, so if you want a new game for your spouse,
didn't
just hook up a heart rate monitor to yourself and tell them if they beat a certain point, they get something else. I don't know. Give them a prize. Or the longer it goes, give them a prize. There you go. Put an alarm on it so he knows when it's higher. When you hear the ding, you have surpassed your last goal. Oh my gosh.
Oh,
Oh, absolutely, Sarah. Laughter is absolutely welcome to the bedroom. Yeah, I think we laugh
certain
about every single time, but it's just, because we're goofballs at the end of it. But
certain types of
yeah,
laughter.
you have to have laughter. I mean, maybe don't laugh at him, laugh with him. That's what I should say.
Maybe don't be more specific. Maybe don't laugh at it. Laugh with,
Or laugh
right?
at him or it.
Yeah. So it's
Oh my gosh. Yeah, no
oh,
pointing and laughing, guys. No pointing and laughing. We don't want him to have some body image issues. Now, if one of us already has body image issues, we don't want him to have one too. So we can't be laughing at him. We gotta be laughing together as a couple.
hmm
Together,
hmm
the circle.
yeah. Like- You're right, Kelsey. Laughing at it would be a really big buzzkill. That would not. That would not be good. No,
That's
not
true.
at all. Um.
Huge buzzkill. That's
So,
funny. Um,
well, I can walk away
we
tonight
listen and
knowing
we don't judge. Absolutely. Absolutely. That's awesome. You guys are hilarious. Another thing that we were talking about
not.
that you guys will have to give us your input on is medication side effects. And I know you brought this up earlier a little bit about how, pain medication can kind of decrease that drive a little bit. But has anybody had those issues where maybe a certain medication, or like for me, what did I say?
You didn't, Tara. Unfortunately, I don't need to laugh. My face says it all.
Bless your heart. Well,
That's awesome. That wins the comment of the night right there. That just that just does.
no laughter necessary. You know? That's hilarious.
Okay.
Anyway,
Comment
what
of the
was I
night.
saying? Oh, medication side effects. Um, so yeah, with you guys,
I try, I just can't control.
I just can't control it. Listen, that's like wrecking the face to a whole other level. That is like that needs a name. Bedroom or something. I don't know. We'll come up with a name for it. I'll be thinking about that. Um, or maybe you need a medication to control your face so that, he doesn't. How does your husband take that? I guess is the main question. How does he react? That's what I want to know. That's what I want to know now. Tara spilled the tea, he says. Um,
Hope we can overachieve in other areas.
I
Let's just
don't
say that, you know.
know.
Um, so
Um, oh, really, Sarah? Okay, so yes, so talking about medications and side effects. So a lot of people, SSRIs, like antidepressants and anxiety medication, can decrease your sex drive. I was going to ask if people who are the devil's lettuce, is that what you call it? I'm trying to think of like a good word for whatever. The THC, am I going to get in trouble for saying that?
no, probably not. It's okay
Okay.
if we do.
Um, if that has affected anybody, because that's something that I don't have any um experience with yet. Maybe one day. But if that affects anything, so Sarah says it actually increases the intensity for you. But I was telling a story in our group message earlier that I had always heard of people saying that their SSRIs or the antidepressants had decreased their sex drive. And I had been on one since I was 15. So I was like, no, it doesn't decrease mine. Like I don't have any issues, whatever. And 2 years ago I got off everything. And holy Moses, did they decrease your sex drive? So if you guys are on them, or if you've been on them for a long period of time and you don't think it's doing anything, you might be surprised because it was a huge difference, a night and day difference. But I hear a lot of people say that a lot of medications they take um,
Oh, I could see it.
decreases their
I could
desire and their drive and everything.
I could see it being impacting. My doc my pain doc put me on. I told him I was having trouble sleeping, and he put me on this doc. I don't know. I could go grab the bottle. I can't remember the name of it. Turns out it's like a antidepressant, and I quit taking
Mm,
it. I gave it like 4 days try, and I quit taking it because the whole next day I was like this. I was flatline. Like I
yeah.
could hear, we could win the lottery, and I should go way up, and nope. Oh,
Right.
that's nice, or tragedy happens, and it's like, oh, okay, well, that sucks. So I could definitely
Right.
see how it would be an impact, but
Yeah.
it's one of those tough balances. We need it for our mental health, but it's costing us in the on the back end, right? And I think it just goes in back into how women get shit on in the healthcare system because men, we've got all these different boner pills out there on the planet, but yet they've yet to
Mhm.
develop anything for the other side, for the lady side, right?
Yeah,
So it's
absolutely. And
so
that's the thing. It was like I kind of felt there were certain medications where I felt that exact same way, where I had just like no emotion. I was very even keeled, but I still had or thought I had a sex drive. And so I was always like, oh, I must, that must not be a thing. Um, but yeah, it was a major thing. And so now, like when people, I have a friend who is thinking about getting off the medication for that reason. I was like, you may be shocked when you get off of it that you like it's just going to be crazy. Um, so forewarned, if anybody wants to know that. But everybody in the comments has been saying that the lettuce helps them. That's really, really cool.
And look at
Similar
you.
enough, yeah.
You last time we talked about you and lettuce, you were like a definite no on it, and now you're like, maybe.
Well, I just don't have any way to get it. Like I don't know how to get it.
You live in a college town, kiddo. Go
I
talk to
know,
Disney.
but
Talk to Disney Boy before they leave and get the hookup.
I don't know if I trust these kids these days.
You know. Um,
But oh, but the drinks they sell those in Tennessee, which I'm not really sure how that works. But I did have a friend yesterday tell me that she was at the liquor store and she saw those I can't remember what the name of it was, but those drinks that have it in there. And she was like, "Do you want me to pick you up some?" And I was like, "Yeah, but I'm not going to see you for like 3 weeks. So I could go tomorrow and pick them up before I would see you." So I may go do that because I feel like that would be, plus it's non-alcoholic, so that's good. But I also could pretend like I'm having a little cocktail, which would be fun.
she said cocktail, and we're talking about intimacy.
But we need one of those. Come on.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
My state, I'm in Tennessee. Is that what you were asking? I don't know.
I don't think it's ever going to be legal in Texas either. And that's like the running joke. We always make Texas people make fun of Oklahomans all the time. Yet Oklahoma has medical, and Texas will never have. Well, Texas has it. It just costs a fortune to get your card, and then they only let you have it for certain medical reasons. And it's like that's why the whole gummy thing was such a big deal.
mm,
And it didn't. It's that those they're still legal by some miracle, but when they start the next session up in a year or so, who knows? You know, who
yeah.
knows? Um, but it's
Yeah.
yeah. I mean,
Listen, Heidi, I don't think were you here for my story the other day? We've all learned that Amy, if she tries it, she's going to start very slow because
because she wasn't
you
going
heard.
to. She wasn't going to though.
Guys, I don't even know when this was. On Thursday, you guys heard the story of the one time Amy did some and she ate like half a cake of stuff. And it was a
It
little too
was
much.
awesome. It was awesome. I still need.
Yeah, Heidi, I'm kind of glad you missed it because it's not my most shining moment. But yeah, I will definitely be starting extra slow because we went hard and fast. We sure did. Also, but hard and fast. Um, so yeah,
Hard and fast.
lesson learned.
You said hard and fast. Yeah. Oh my God. I
Oh, you just
it's
are a
been
hoot.
it's been so quiet, but I've learned so many specific things tonight that I'm gonna have to like process tonight.
I
That
mean,
for
I
some
feel
reason
like
are
we could
just
have
like
gone a lot.
I know, and you didn't. You didn't. You left out the whole role play like we got into last time. You left out the things that you charge on Zach's side of the bed tonight. You just left it all just there.
I mean, listen, we still got like a little bit of time. We can go there if you want, but
You know.
I have a closet full of costumes for a reason, folks. For, for a reason.
And somebody else we know has the flow because they sent me a picture
But not the
of the
only
flow
one.
costume. You
Not the
know.
only one with costumes in this
So
group. We
no,
have
you're not.
photographic evidence.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Oh,
So
but one last thing I have written down that was brought up in our pre-live meeting of the women's was dressing up is so much fun. I agree. It's not just for the
re-
kids these days.
remote
It's for the
control
fun.
toys. Remote control toys. There you go.
That
That
seems
could
a
be
little risky
interesting.
because who has the remote? Do we trust
That
them
would
with
be
the remote?
Zach. That would be Zach,
I
and
don't
that would
trust
be.
him with the remote. Hell no, I don't trust him.
There's. I could go. I could go into. I'm not going. I'm not. I'm just. I'm avoiding.
Those are great.
I'm avoiding
I
suggestions with the remote. I'm not going there. Do not call me and ask for
no.
suggestions with the remote because I'm not going to do that. You know, that could just
You know? Yeah, I
so
would not trust. Listen, I love my husband and I trust him with a lot of things, but I don't think I would trust him with a remote for a sexy time device. I feel like he would have way
but
too much fun with that, and I feel
but
like I just would
Amy,
not.
Amy, he doesn't trust you with scissors. So why would he trust you with a remote?
That's so true. So true. There's no way I would get that remote. No. There's no way.
I
No.
mean that no,
That's true.
I
That's true. Yeah.
yeah. I
You're right.
mean,
Yes.
there's a reason he doesn't give you scissors and super glue and access to paint and to paint. You know, it's
I'm just saying, if you did, life would be a lot more fun. You know, it would. I think it would be a lot of fun. But oh, maybe I'm a little too. Maybe I'm more vanilla than I thought I was. I love it. I mean, listen, if you've got, I think I want to know some of the things you girls have in here. Oh my goodness.
what did I
But
miss? I'm glad I missed it.
we were talking about, what were we talking about? Oh, adaptability, changing positions, changing, using toys, using props, using outfits, things to like make so that I just have like a brain fog moment.
I don't know.
Anyway, we're gonna make a left because apparently my brain is like misfiring here for a moment. But the other thing is um role playing, but doing it to where you don't have the effects the next day. So you can still do fun things, but use pillows or do it on the floor so you're not having to stand or sit and you can be on a lower surface. We had lots of things. Swings were not brought up, but I feel like that would also be a fun thing to do. But we were talking about just like adjusting yourself so that maybe you won't be as sore the next day, or maybe the heart rate doesn't go to 200 like some people are trying to make it go, you know. Bubble baths, a bathtub full of jello.
I want to go party with Sarah.
Ew. Girl, what if jello gets up in your cootie bits? That's a. I don't think I could eat jello after that. I don't think I could eat jello after that. But I support you doing it, and that's the main part. I support you doing it and you returning to the class and letting us know how it went. That is what I support because I fear I would not be able to eat jello anymore. Carol, you are late. I'm so sorry you popped in at the exact moment. I promise we are not a bunch of weirdos. I promise. We are not.
Who are you
I
talking
mean,
about?
between Keith's tub of lidocaine and now your bathtub of jello, I feel like we just what's the next tub? Who else has a weird tub full of things? I mean,
I think
it's
that
just
I think that's like both ends of the spectrum, right? A tub of Jello for fun, and a tub of lidocaine to recover the next day. I think is really what it is, and you know, I think that's what's going on there. Um,
it would be sticky, right? I mean, listen, there's no judgment here. I support all of
there's
this.
absolutely no judgment,
There's absolutely no judgment.
none.
I fear I like Jello too much to do that, and you know, I don't think I'd be able to eat Jello after that. But I also want to
Or
know what
maybe
happens.
it would make you like Jello more.
I
Think
doubt
about it
it.
that way.
I really doubt it.
look at it from that point of view. Maybe it would make Jello. I mean, it would make ice cream and chocolate syrup a lot more interesting, wouldn't it? Because every time you pick up the bottle of like Hershey's melted chocolate afterwards, you're like, you look over at Zach and you both get that twinkle back in your eye and go, remember when and then the next thing you know, like 3 days later, you go upstairs and you're like, gonna go to bed, and there's a whole smorgasbord with
Don't try me like that.
like Smucker's jam and Jello shots and like chocolate syrup and banana. You got the whole thing going, right?
Terry, you're absolutely right. You don't know until you know. You may
You
love
don't.
it. Although Jennifer, I am on Jennifer's boat over here to where I think we're the only two here concerned about the lady bits, and maybe the Jello getting in there and causing an infection of kinds. Me and Jennifer are on that cautious train. I don't want my lady bits in the Jello, but I think you guys should do it and report back. Assignment given.
You
Tell your
know.
husband it's an assignment given by your queen. Okay, I'll put my crown on so I have a royal decree. I
Kim,
decree
Kim,
you, I command
Kim,
you
Kim.
to go do this.
We want written reports. Video and/or pictures are
Listen,
not required, right? Oh, they're required. They are okay. All right. Now that we have that established,
I am ordering you to do this and report back. Okay? Let me know.
Ricky's like, gonna go live. That will be interesting. That would be interesting.
A broken hip. Oh my gosh. I mean, I think that would be very slippery as well. So we could have a broken hip at the end of this. But I fear there's just not enough showers that could be taken afterwards to get the jello-y mess off of you. And I fear this is not a path for me, but I do think it's a path for you guys. And 'tis why I'm ordering it to happen. And I am the queen, and I don't know what would happen if it doesn't happen, but I have some type of rule. I mean, obviously, I'm a queen. I have some type of power, I think. I don't know.
I don't know. Somebody mentioned though something about sand. Yes, please be careful with the sand. Pardon me for just a second. I gotta let the dog out before he
It
poops in the house.
is.
Come on, Danny. Let's go outside. Let's go outside. Come on.
Oh, Mama Dukes, I do agree.
Go.
I mean, nothing in the lady books is a great idea for me. But, again, maybe we're learning that I am more vanilla than I thought. I thought maybe I was on the spicier side of things. And I think I'm learning tonight that I'm a little boring. I need to step up my game. It does sound like a lot of work, Erica. I agree, which I think is the problem. I'm a little too lazy. I I prefer just to lay there. I don't
Oh,
really
geez. Come
I
on.
don't
That,
like the
that
work.
that is TMI. I don't need. We don't need to know that you just want to lay there and make Zach do all the work.
I'm
Doesn't
kidding.
matter if you have the crown or not.
Does the queen do work, manual labor? I mean, a queen does not do manual labor. Oh my gosh, could you imagine? Maybe
Oh
I'm
my
not, you know,
gosh,
maybe
poor
I'm spicy
Zach.
in other areas. I
You
think
know,
maybe I'm not spicy. Have you tried biting? Oh, thank you.
I don't
I
know.
do read the werewolf and vampire books, folks. I gotta,
I know. And you're the one with the crop,
I'm trying.
so you guys have the crop. So I mean, maybe biting may
Yeah.
be up your alley. It could be.
Exactly. See, me and Erica are on the same page. We're too pretty to do too much work. We just, we're just too pretty. We can't be putting in too much work around here. It's just not the vibe we're going for these days.
So you're saying all the costumes in your closet are for Zach and not you?
Oh, 100%. Yeah. Oh, yeah. For sure. Thank you, Kelsey. He knows he married the queen. He knew what he signed up for. This is no surprise to him. It, you know,
Yes,
I
Ricky.
could
We're
apologize for it, but I won't.
Ricky. That's what we're assuming. We're assuming that Zach is the one that dresses up. We know he has an Ace Hardware jacket or a vest that he has because that
Yeah.
was brought up in the last one. So
Yeah.
dressing up can be fun, a little bit of like role play and stuff.
Yeah.
Um, I don't want to know how you bring the Easter Bunny costume out. That's between you and Zach, and that can stay between you and Zach. That doesn't need to be discussed tonight. So,
You know, the Easter Bunny costume has only been used for the children. It has not made its way to the boudoir. But he does have a Tigger costume. That was fun. He does have the legs for the costume. I will let him know he'll be a compliment for him. He's got good legs.
oh my God, I didn't need to know that. I could have died. I could have died
You
and been
didn't need to know that. What
buried
did this?
or died and cremated without knowing that. I really, I could.
You're
That's
the one that agreed to do this topic.
it's because
So
everybody said they wanted to talk, but I didn't need to know that he dresses up as Tigger, bouncing around the room. You know,
oh, Miss Carol, we have taken lots of turns tonight, Miss Carol, and I'm sorry. I'm sorry for all the turns, but unfortunately, many of you people in here, I'm not going to say ladies because this wasn't just the ladies, but many of you wanted to talk about this. So now we're talking about it. So you can't get embarrassed now. It's too late to get embarrassed. Peer pressure, absolutely. A little bit of peer pressure goes a long way. I think anybody, peer pressure is a good thing. I think sometimes it's a pogo stick. Oh my gosh, buy one on the Amazon list. Great idea. In the Tigger
wait,
costume on a pogo
wait.
stick.
You're saying no to the Jello. You're saying no to the shower, but you want to try with a pogo stick getting involved?
Well, I'm not going to be on the pogo stick. Could you imagine?
Okay, all
I
right.
mean, listen. I'm not saying no to the shower. I'm just saying it's not my first choice. I feel like, the shower is a very much like you're in your 20s and you think it's fun. And now you get to a place where it's really not that fun in the shower because somebody's cold and not in the shower and it's slippery. And it's not all it's cracked up to be unless you have like a giant shower. Now, if you have one of those like 20 people showers, it's just huge. That I could maybe get behind. But
Wait,
we are not
stop.
blessed with a shower like that. We are not blessed.
So but you'd be okay with 20 people in the shower, but not just you and Zach. Is that what you just? Okay, I am learning a lot about you tonight. You just said that a 20-person shower would be okay,
Yeah. I mean
but
like the size of a 20-person shower. Like those big showers that are like the
oh,
size of a room.
so
Like those big showers that have like
eh,
four different shower heads on each wall.
all right,
The space.
okay.
I want 20 people. Oh my God, could you imagine? I would then have to do some work. Oh, I'm telling you. I mean, God, Lord.
God
You guys have
forbid.
see, okay,
God
well, Erica,
forbid.
maybe a big shower isn't the solution, but see, we maybe one day my thoughts on the shower will turn around, but we are not blessed with a two-headed shower or a large shower. And maybe at that point I would try it again, but at this point in our life, we have a normal shower where somebody's cold, and nobody wants to do that. So, yeah.
But
Sorry to
have you asked
bust
Zach?
your bubble.
Have you asked Zach? Have you said, "Listen, you're going to get cold, but we're going to get laid"? Would he? And he would say, "I can't do that because I'm going to get cold."
Well, see, this is the other thing is we are not shower compatible people because I love a cold shower and his idea is to be like in the pits of hell with water all the way on hot. So he doesn't want to get in a cold shower and I don't want to be in a hot shower. And yeah, so we've had to, we just had to figure out other ways to not
I
be
don't
in a
know.
shower. And also, I don't want to be wet. I don't know about people who enjoy being wet. I
Not
think I'm
gonna
just
touch that one.
listen. I think what we're
I'm
learning is
not gonna
that
touch that one.
I think what we're learning is that I truly am a princess and a queen, and I need to be treated as such.
See, for us, I barely fit in our shower. I do. I barely fit in our shower by myself. Turning around, I'm 6 foot, 6'1", 220, and it's tight in the shower for me, just me. So
Yeah.
it's like a no. It's like we can't even fit a real shower chair in our shower, right? So it's check out the hat.
Dang.
Thank you for the hat. Um, but so it's a total no go, and we don't have a bathtub. So I mean, I could go by like a horse water trough for the Jello, but then again, then I'll have the Longhorn out back, like laughing at me because
True.
well they're Longhorn because they're long, and like the whole like performance anxiety stuff would happen again, and so that's going to be a no go for us.
Lots of
Um,
issues. Yeah.
so it's we didn't think
Lots.
real smart when we decided that this was the right way for us to go. Which living wise for us it really is, but at the same time we had to make sacrifices. So
Intimacy wise,
um,
maybe not the best.
no, no. Uh, I mean,
Thank you,
our,
Sarah.
our walls are the walls of this thing are like literally an inch and a half thick, right? So you can imagine how well it sound like.
It's true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like my neighbors hear the little JBL speaker when I'm in the shower. I couldn't imagine what they would hear if something else was going on in that room. So it's just a no go. It's just a no
Yeah.
go. So
But I think what we've learned through all of this is that you got to do what works for you. Got to do you. You got to make adjustments and figure out a way to
like
still get
mess
the job done.
like mess around in the car. Go back to high school days. Go find like an empty parking lot. Fog the windows up. You know,
Oh, fun.
and then you may not be able to, like, for 90% of us, especially the chronic pain patients, crawling out of a car is bad enough. Let's see how bad we can make it crawling out of the car, right? I
Sure.
remember at high school, it was a badge of honor when I had to drive around for like 2 weeks because I couldn't put the seat back up on my car because we broke the
Oh
seat,
my God.
right? Can we repeat that as 57-year-old pain patients? I don't know. It's
If
going
the
to be tough.
RVs are rocking, don't come a knocking. That's funny.
It doesn't
That's
take
funny.
much. You ought to see this place when we run the washing machine. If the washing machine gets unbalanced, it's like it's pretty bad
That's
as it
funny.
is. Um,
Oh, at least that's a great. We've actually done this. We've done it a few times, and it's so much fun. Is get a fancy hotel room or suite for the weekend and just have fun. And we've done that a couple times where we've just gotten a hotel room in like Nashville or like outside of Nashville and just had like a little staycation getaway. So much fun.
the cool thing
So
about
much
that
fun.
is you don't have to be you. So that's like the whole role play thing, right?
Right.
You could go like to Knoxville and be somebody else, and nobody knows.
Yeah.
Nobody
Nobody
knows
knows.
that you're this person or that person, and just do your
Yeah.
thing. Um, and they have like um because I did not purposely search these. I did not search them, but when I've like searched for places to stay in Airbnbs, like when I
Mm-hmm.
go up to from when I before I found the regular place on Long Island, there are some freaky Airbnbs out there,
Oh, I can assume.
and
Yeah.
so I mean opportunities, right? So
Oh, yeah.
um,
Yeah.
when you and the new guy and your bed breaks, don't worry, it's a good time. That's right. That's just the
Yeah.
cost of it. There you go. Write it off as the
Yeah.
experience.
That's
But
funny. That's awesome.
so hang on, I missed something. What did I miss? Maybe I did.
No, what did we miss?
I don't know. I think it's probably good that I missed it.
Oh, that's true. And like we've told them that before. We was it last not this year on my birthday, but last year we there's a really nice like hotel and resort in outside of Nashville. And we called them and we got a room and we told them that like it was my birthday and we were out to celebrate and they put like some like chocolates and things, and they set out like two ropes. Like they decorated the room like really cute. And so I'm sure if you like, told them you were on your honeymoon or like something fun, you could probably get a couple freebies. You never know. But yeah, I absolutely recommend people doing like a little staycation somewhere. We're actually gonna do one. We rented a hotel like the week before Thanksgiving in Nashville. So we're gonna go spend like 2 nights, I think, and just get away for a couple days. So it's fun. I recommend it to everybody. It's a nice little getaway. And you don't really have to like, if you go somewhere close-ish, it's not a big drive, it's not far away, so it's perfect.
And that would be something to keep in mind too, because a lot of us that are pain patients, we don't want to spend 8 hours in a car and then have to try to get like a little bang bang going on after we've been in the car for 8 hours. God knows
Right.
that that's just not going to be a good opportunity. That's not going to lead to
Yeah.
positive things, right? Um,
Yeah.
it's just, but yeah, go out of town instead of Keith and Val or Amy and Zach. It's Bob and Sally from Omaha. You know, go hang out at the hotel bar for a little bit and see what kind of trouble you can
Right.
get into. And
Maybe you can pick a that'd be nice.
make the fucking memories, y'all. We were talking earlier about how things are the next day.
Mm-hmm.
Just throw that fucking caution to the wind, you know.
Yeah.
And if it's not, the intimacy isn't there physically, sex wise, find ways to sit next to your partner. We struggle with it, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I when I'm in a bad spot with pain and sex is nowhere on the radar, and if I'm really really dark, I will sit outside for hours, even if it's 110 degrees. I will sit outside for hours just to be
Mm-hmm.
alone and be quiet and in my own head to get through what's going on. I've worked really hard in the last couple of months to come back to be inside, sit in
Yeah.
the same room with Val and watch a stupid TV
Mm-hmm.
show or watch a football game or watch a baseball game. Sit close, be in the room. That
Mm-hmm.
intimacy can be just as damn important as the
Yeah.
the physical intimacy. And
Yeah. Hi, Jen.
so, see you, Jen. Thank you for being here
Yeah.
tonight. And it's just that at times, especially it can get so fucking dark in our minds and in our bodies when we feel like our bodies are punishing us and our bodies hate us. Just to sit
Yeah.
next, be in the room,
Yeah.
because especially like we have this thing where Valerie with her ATS when she has an attack, she doesn't she'll get like a 15-20 minute half hour heads up that something weird's going on.
Yeah.
I'll notice it an hour 2 hours ahead, and I'll be like, hey, have you taken your potassium? The
Yeah.
person that you're living with, if you're blessed to have a partner, they know when you're going through shit.
Oh yeah.
And so if as a partner we see our partner struggling, sit with them if they want us to,
Mm-hmm.
right? Or if we're the ones struggling, bite the damn bullet and make yourself sit
Yeah.
and be in just in the same space, right? Um,
Mm-hmm.
because at times for me, that mentalness of just Valerie sitting where I'm sitting now, and I'll sit on the sofa next to her, and we'll watch reruns of a game show on TV.
Yeah.
Let's make a deal, right? And for hours, and we'll both be on our phones, but at least we're in the same room. Where I used to
Yeah.
just go outside
That's
and sit
fair.
and escape for hours. Be there for that
Mm-hmm.
person, you know.
Yeah.
If we're not going to be playing Tigger, or we're not going to be playing Ace Hardware, or we're not going to be playing Flow, or if we're not going to be Bob and Sally from Omaha when we're at a hotel, do what we can to make that mental intimacy. Reach over, put your hand on their hand, reach over, touch them.
Yeah.
Try to give a hug when you can for no fucking reason. No reason.
Mm-hmm.
Walk up behind them and give them a kiss on the back of the head,
Yeah.
right? I suck at it. And Valerie, I'm being open and honest because she is on this live right now, and I suck at it. But I try,
Mm-hmm.
even when it's bad. I try. Though I do on the flip side. I'll be honest. if I'm in a bad spot and my temper is like short, I will try to let her know well in advance. Hey, I'm hurting. My temper is shit today. If I go off
Yeah.
the hook, you need to know it's not me going off the hook. It's what's causing. This is what's causing me to go off the hook today.
Yeah.
So, all right, I'll get off my soapbox.
No, you're good. I think that's just like a great way to kind of wrap it up. And I think, I just, the moral of all of this is like funny as we talk about going like, doing these crazy things and doing like, dressing up or whatever. We all struggle with intimacy in our relationships. We all go through peaks and valleys. There are always times when, our intimacy on every level is going really good. And there's times where we're struggling. We haven't been intimate for a while. And that's when you need to kind of go back to those basics and just be with the person and do that. And that's, sometimes when the weekend away is really nice because, it's not the burden of a big vacation, but you can just go away for a minute, focus on just you two and go from there. But I think knowing that not everybody in here is going to have problems with the intimacy. We're not all doing 100% all the time. And so just knowing that it's okay to have times in your marriage or in your relationship where things aren't always just amazing and wonderful, but
Yeah,
that you can get back to those basics and you can get there again. And, you know, I've, what is somebody told me they were worried because somewhere along the line somebody told them that healthy relationships or healthy marriages have sex, I think she said like 8 times a month. And she was like, we're not. She's like, we're having sex like once a month. She was like, and we need to be doing more. And I was like, right, but are you guys happy? She's like, well, yeah. I was like, then who cares what other people are doing? Do what works for you. Do what makes you guys happy and don't worry what
yeah,
everybody else is doing. And I think so often we kind of get caught up in that. And so, exactly, Ricky, don't compare because, what's going to work for one person isn't going to work for the other. And I think, just do what works for you and just know that it ebbs and flows. If your
yep,
intimacy isn't great right now, like it's okay. You can work on it and you can do the basics and you can get back there and it will be okay. So, as
right.
funny as this conversation is and how like, kooky we can get off on it all, I think it's just important to know that, being intimate with your partner is important, but it's if you're going through a tough time, it's not the end of the world. There are things that you can do to get back there. And I think, you know, for me and for us, it's being lighthearted about it and not taking it super seriously. That's what helps us. And so
Yeah,
just don't compare and don't worry about what other people are doing. Just focus on what works for you. And, for her, it was like once a month is great. And I'm like, great, then don't do
and
anything different.
yeah,
Do
yeah.
you, do what works for you. So, but yeah,
All right, I
I
gotta
think we're going to wrap her up. Do you want to do victories before we go?
let's do them quick because I need some meds. So
I know.
if
I was
you,
like, I just looked at the clock and I was like, oh my
yeah, I
gosh.
know we've been here for forever tonight, and I feel bad.
I know.
Yeah, victories tonight, y'all. Did you get a shower? Did you get see the grandkids? Did you find a unicorn doctor? Somebody earlier, and I think they've left, found the unicorn doctor this week. Any kind of victory you have this week, in the last since Thursday, please share it. Scream it from the fucking rooftops. A lot of us haven't had many victories at all, and we need to hear them. So if you have them, now's your opportunity. I got a shower this week, but I had to go to the doctor. I didn't even get a chance to talk about my shitty doctor's appointment and my inappropriate comment. I'll do a
Mm,
video tomorrow about me yelling
yeah.
"fuck me" in the doctor's office where the nurses heard it and laughed. It was really kind of a good moment. Um,
Listen.
so I got a shower. Forky said
Yay.
that they made dinner. That's jeez. That's
Huge win.
if I could get Uber Eats out here, I would. Uh, you know,
For real.
um,
Yeah.
Eva's packed half of her apartment.
Awesome. Yay.
Um,
Been
I
thinking
had
about
a
you.
I had a hell of a conversation with Forky yesterday because Forky's going to be with us live on Thursday to share
Yay.
their story and a lot of great advice about ketamine. Maybe get it covered under insurance. and other things in life. And that's going to be freaking awesome. And I'm so looking forward to that.
That's
Sarah
awesome.
said, I didn't back down when someone purposely was mean to me. There you go. Stand up
Proud of
for
you.
yourself.
Proud of you.
Ritter, is the fact your head is fucked up, is that a victory, or is that just your head is fucked up? I might need some more
Well, I'm glad
explanation
you're
on that one.
here. Yeah,
Um,
glad you're here.
yeah, and Sarah, Elsie said, I hate that they were mean to you, but good job on kicking ass and taking names.
Proud of you.
Some of,
Yeah.
especially if it happened to be a family member, you got to at certain times we just got to be us, rip the fucking mask off, and
Yeah.
just go. And if they can't take me, screw them.
That's right.
That's my brother. I haven't talked to my brother since my dad's funeral, and I'm afraid that he won part of that $1 billion lottery, and he and his fat wife are going to be set up for life, and I'm not going to get a penny of it, and I'm okay with it. Karma in the end.
Family.
So do you have any parting thoughts, Miss Amy?
Well, thank you guys for being here as always. Thank you for being in this crazy conversation and, letting us talk about intimacy again and just being open to the conversation and you guys just being open and honest about everything. And as wild as it gets, there's truth in it all. And I think just being able to share with people what you're going through and how you're feeling or what you're struggling with, and knowing that there's a room full of people that nobody's going to judge you. We're all going to be here to support you. We're here to support your bathtub full of jello. All right. If that
Yes, we
doesn't tell
are.
you anything, it tells you you are loved and supported here all the time. And so thank you guys for doing that. And thanks for coming along this crazy journey and being with us for our longest live ever and sticking with us.
Yeah.
So thank you guys.
Thank you
And I'm
for doing
sorry
that.
for running so late. We just kept going. But
Kept
thank you
going.
guys for being here. Love you guys always.
I'm going to echo everything Miss Amy just said. Ritter, but dude, if you're having some issues tonight, message me and I'll send you my cell phone number, brother. If you need to vent and get some stuff off your chest, just let me know. If I miss your message Amy, and Amy will find me and I'll get it to you tonight. I don't. Sometimes we just need to verbally vomit, and if you need to do that, brother, I'm here, man. I can listen. That goes for anybody that's here. Um, if you need me, message me. I'll try to catch the messages. I did a really good job cleaning them out today. But email me is the best way. KeithCPP@gmail.com. Forky will be with us on Thursday, y'all, and Forky is just a trove of incredible information. I hate that such a beautiful person has so much information that they've learned because they're invisible. But damn it, let's take advantage of it and pick Forky's brain on Thursday night because it's going to be really, really good. Other than that, y'all, here's to a good day tomorrow, hopefully. And if you need something, reach out. You're not alone. We're here for you. We love you guys. Please be safe. Peace. See ya. Bye.
Bye.